wisdom chapter. You all are college people. Can study this wisdom chapter is not easy. Okay. So now we have 10 chapters way of Bodhisattva. So we finished the chapter 8. We are in the chapter 9. Chapter 9 is the heart of this way of Bodhisattva. So we can say essence of all the other chapters. So that's why Shantideva also said in the beginning, the first verses, all of this practice were taught by the mighty one for the sake of wisdom. Therefore, those who wish to pacify suffering should generate this wisdom. So other chapters, all is cause. This wisdom chapter is a result. And so other chapter, Buddha share, the generosity, morality, patience, effort, meditation, that all is causes of this wisdom. So that's the reason Buddha share other perfections for causes of wisdom. So you study, practice other perfections, then wisdom is arise. So that's the reason the wisdom chapter is essence of all this way of Bodhisattva, and not only this teaching, all the other teachings. Wisdom section is essence of the Buddha's teaching. So wisdom chapter is view, other chapter or is conduct. All the teaching is subsumed these two categories, conduct and view. So wisdom chapter is view, and then you really understand the wisdom chapter, and then you really know the Buddhist view. So different than other religions. If you study other chapters, some section is very similar with other religions, so not much difference. Then when you come into the wisdom chapter, it's different than all other religions. Then also, see, Buddhists, we have 4 different levels goals. That you really understand the Mahayana view is the highest view. So Mahayana is usually called the Wama. Wa means some scholars explain the Wa means head. Tibetan called Wa is like respect the head. Your head is name is Wa. Usually we say go. Go means just ordinary words. Wa means like very respect, strongly respect to say the Wa is the head. So hold your body. Think about it. The head is like highest level and most important. So same like that, many different teachings. This Mahayana is Wama. Tibetan is called Wama. Wa means heads. Wa is highest one. So that's also some scholars explain that way. Sometimes we explain Wama means middle way, free from all the extreme views. So that's why Mahayana don't accept any exist, non-exist, free from all the views. So that's also the, Mahayana Wama means like middle way. Sometimes we call middle way, but main point is free from all the conceptual, free from all the views. The Mahayana himself, don't accept anything, exist, no exist, either and neither, free from 4 extremes. Sometimes we say free from extremes. So Mahayana don't accept anything. That's why no any wrong there. So other who, debating to Mahayana, but Mahayana don't accept anything. That's why they cannot really make the wrong and show something wrong. Refuting, right? King said, not any refuting. So yesterday we talked already object and the subject both are emptiness. So main point is the couple of weeks we talked this 4 different level mindfulness. So this mindfulness also different than Hinayana tradition. Mahayana mindfulness meditation is a very subtle level. Mindful meditations means like no exist. Body is no exist. Feeling is no exist. And consciousness is no exist. Then phenomena is no exist. So that's the logically approving they are no exist. Absolutely, truly no exist. So we can say like delusionally yes, but when you use the logic, investigate, no exist. If you don't use logic, don't investigate, then it's there. So that means like just it's no truth. Same is delusion, and same is dreaming. So if you don't use logic, investigate, it is there, but that means like you cannot approving it is truth. Something exists truly when you investigate, analyze, then you have to find truth. So use logic, investigate, analyze, we cannot find anything truth exist. Body is not truly exist. Feelings not truly exist. Yeah, mind consciousness is not truly exist. Phenomena is not truly exist. That means all these 4 different level mindful meditation we're talking about is reality, truth. You don't create anything, you just meditate your own reality, nature. So that's what you have to understanding about 4 different level mindful meditation. Today we are where is the I think verses 116 is correct, right? Verses 116. Okay, so no Mahayana is going to debating with many different schools. It's non-Buddhist. So first one is who don't accept cause and effect. There's a no cause, no effect. Tibetan called Matik Jampimpa. Jampimpa means don't accept future life, don't accept previous life. It's denying previous life, future life, denied cause and effect. So that's the reason Mahayana going to debating here is use the logic, is analyze, investigate the cause. So use logic, investigate the cause, and use logic, investigate the result. So first is investigate the cause. That is another logic. It's called Tibet is called Dorje Zim Rigpa, means like logic of I don't know how to explain. It's very beautiful words. The logic is used to the investigate in the cause. Dorjes Zenmeripa. It's kind of like Varjara, Varjara investigation. Kind of like that. Okay. Anyway, so the logic is going to investigate the cause. They investigate also nature. It's called the logic is called interdependent logic. Interdependent, everything is emptiness because everything is interdependent. So like that way, using logic, it's that is like the nature of phenomena. So logic used to the nature of phenomena. Then another logic is called investigate the cause. No, result, sorry, investigate the result. So investigate the result is called Yumi Jiango. Yumi Jiango. It's result is already there or not. Result is exist or no exist. So result is exist, then cause doesn't benefit to the result. Result is not exist, cause cannot create a result. So that kind of, using the logic to the result. So that three different logics coming. The first is first logic is analyze to the cause. So the analyze logic is called for to say research to the cause or investigate the cause. The cause is this first one. This score is called no cause. So this group don't accept the cause. That's why Mahayana said must need cause. Without cause, no cannot see anything, no exist become. So this cause is also like we say we have a birth, right? Birth is no cause. Birth is itself, self-birth. Birth is other birth. So that kind of, three different investigating. No cause birth. Other birth. Other means like other condition create us. Other birth. And birth itself birth. So these three of them is Mahayana not going to accept in the Mahayana and going to deny of three of them. So this all is non-Buddhist schools. Some say the birth no need cause. So first going to debate with them, refuting production from no cause. The non-Buddhist Chavakasa, I think so, Chavakasa. So as that all things are produced because from no cause. In one of their scripture, it states. So they don't accept the cause. Then this one is actually the worst religion, no any logic. So you say, if no cause, no purpose, no feature, how you knows? Ask the question to them. They say we don't see. If you don't see, then that is no exist. You cannot see tomorrow. You don't have tomorrow. So you don't see the yesterday. You don't have a yesterday. You don't have a past. You don't have future, right? So like that. You don't see, then that things no exist. And also see our body inside has many different kind of organs. We don't see that, so you don't have organs because you don't see, right? And you don't see, then you don't accept you don't see all the world, whole world you don't see. Maybe you see only just where you live. So you cannot accept all this world is exist. So that kind, like their logic is incorrect because they say it's past, future not exist. The reason is we don't see. If no see, then many things not exist. We don't see everything. So then this group saying, see here, all things such as the arising of the sun. See, this everything is naturally arising. There's a natural arising, as the rising of the sun. Sun is arising, no one create. No one push, just arising, no cause there. The flower of water down here. The water is down here. No one push down, but it's naturally going down. No one pushing, don't have any cause. The roundness of peace. So the roundness of peace, like no one make like that, round, but just naturally happen. No one needed to create it like that. The sharpness of thumbs and the tail feathers of the peacock were not made by anyone. See this sharpness of thorns. So many trees have this, right? Thorns. That's very sharp, but no one create, just naturally happen. Okay, so that is no cause. Then there's a peacock has a colorful feather. This no cause, no conditions. They're just naturally. There has all this colorful. The feather has a colorful. So no one created that. They don't have a cause. They don't have conditions. So that is the their idea. They arise from their own nature. See, they arise their own nature. They say everything that arise own nature, no cause, no conditions. So that is the Tibetic or Matic Jampimpa is don't accept feature, don't accept the previous life. This is a nihilism. So this mostly non-Buddhist is like, not mostly, just all this non-Buddhist is nihilism or internalism. The nihilism is only this one. Internalism has many different groups, many different religions. So also some Buddhists is a part of the internalism too, because they accept the permanent too. So nihilism don't accept cause and effect. Internalism, they accept the previous life, future life, they accept the cause and effect too. So internalism mostly is it's very similar to Buddhist, like part of the conduct part, but this one is unusual religion. So then Mahayana said, this assertion is unacceptable cause. Mahayana said, this is we cannot accepting. This group, whatever says, is not truth. So sometimes the production of effect from the collection of all its causes can be seen even by the true perception of worldly people. So Mahayana says it's not true because every thing has causes, conditions. The relatively truly all sentient beings knows that, understand that. That's the reason see farmers work very hard in the farm. Otherwise, they don't have to put seeds in the farm because naturally arising. If you don't need to cause conditions, then why flower is not grow in the sky? Why these vegetables or flowers not coming in the winter frozen time? Because the conditions cause is not there. That's why winter time we don't have flowers, vegetables. It's because it's due to weather is frozen. See, this group doesn't matter summer and winter. You must have to always have a rice flower. Doesn't matter which kind of place. Everywhere you have to arise flower. In the sky, because no need cause, no need condition. In the space, the sky must have to have flowers because no need conditions. Then we don't have flowers in the sky. The reason is because we follow by cause and conditions. In the sky, no cause, no condition flower. That's why no flower arise. In this group, maybe flower is growing in the rocks because then don't need cause and conditions. We cannot grow flower in the rocks because there are no connections, no conditions, there are no cause there. Must have to have soil and earth, right? And then also right all the conditions. So Mahayana main point, Mahayana said, this is not true. All these worldly people knows we need cause and conditions. The relatively truly, everything arising is cause and conditions. Because it can be seen even by the true perceptions, relatively truly of worldly people, we know all the everything need to cause a condition. That's why everyone works so hard. Otherwise, you don't have to go to work because you don't need to create a cause, right? You don't have to go to school to educate. You don't have to go to work in the farm. You just growing vegetable naturally there. So you don't have to go to work. You just paycheck naturally come to you, right? That's never happen. Yeah, we know that. So then think about Miami God never ever say here is like absolutely we need to cause and conditions. Miami God say is all its cause can be seen even by the true perception of the world people, means relatively truly we have a cause and conditions. Miami God not denying relatively cause and conditions, but they don't say absolutely have a cause and conditions. Yeah. So you have to understand that absolute truth is everything is emptiness, nothing is exist. The cause is not exist, the result is not exist. Then cause conditions not exist absolute truly, but relatively everything exists. So long as we have this relative truth perception, we have to follow cause and effect. Furthermore, it is understood through inference that the variety among effects, such as the different stems of lotus flowers, it is produced because of their having a variety of causes. So this group also said, without a cause can arise flower, is they said lotus flowers arise without a cause. So there has many petals, lotus flower has many petals, and also the different kind of branches part, different kind of colors, and different kind of shapes. So no any causes go before, but that's all is actually their own naturally arising. So Mayamika say no, the lotus flower, peacock's feather, they all has causes conditions. even you don't see, but without the cause condition, not possible, this different kind, color and the shape and the form is not possible to arise. So that's why here, furthermore, it is understood through inference that the variety of among effects. See, they have so many different kind of cause and effect conditions there. Each like say flower has so many causes conditions there, such as different stems of lotus flowers. It's produced because of their having a variety of causes. So they have so many different kind of causes. That's why they produce the result is flower, lotus flower. So produce the peacock's feather. Peacock feather, their thing is so many colorful. Their thing they don't need cause conditions. Their just thing is they naturally rising their own. But we don't know that. Buddha has omniscient wisdom. So Buddha only knows the peacock's feather, so many different colors there. Each has different kind of cause and conditions. Ordinary people, we don't know because we don't know the cause and the effect, subtle level. Then Charvaka, Charvaka is like this no except future life. So this group, but by what has this variety of causes being meet? So then they say, who going to meet this variety of cause being meet? So Mahayana say, by variety of previous causes. So each result has causes go before, already being before cause. And this is only, like relatively truly, they're talking about, not the using absolute truth logic. So absolute truth, Mahayana don't accept cause and effect. Everything is emptiness, right? We already talked. So still they're going to talk more. And here is debating is relative truth. So then there actually, this Shavaka says, who created this? Mahayana says, no one created. It's all is, see, this variety of cause and being made means like cause and condition create everything. No creator gods. So Buddhists don't accept the creator gods, right? You know that. So in this is go to debating, it's like no creator. Then who created? So usually we talk about the karma cause and effects. We create our own cause and effect because through our body, speech, mind, we create a cause and then we have a result. Variety of causes being made by variety of previous causes. So Shavaka, but for what reason is a distinct cause able to produce a distinct effect? So then, so they said, okay, so where is this come from then? See, so many different kind, right? But for what reason is distinct cause able to produce a distinct effect? So my Yaminka answer is, this comes from the force of its previous cause. It's followed by the previous cause, create all this object. I mean the result, everything. The relatively true or this appearance is created by cause, previous cause. refuting production from a permanent cause. So that is already, debating with who don't accept the future life, who don't accept the cause. Mahayana say all this relative appearance, everything has cause, come from cause and conditions. So now going to debating is refuting production from a permanent cause. Then there some also accept a permanent cause. That's also Mahayana denied, not going to accept. The non-Buddhist Nivayakas and Vishishikas believe the cause of everything to be the God, Ashivaras. So he has 5 qualities, namely, divinity, purity, and being worthy of veneration, permanence, oneness, and being the creator of everything. So right now, the many religions accept the creator God is very similar this group, Nivayakas. So they believe the cause of everything to be the God create. Everything is God create. Ashivara. So Ashivara create all this world, inner sentient beings, outer universal, created by Ashivara. So then they said he has 5 qualities. This Ashivara has 5 qualities. Namely, divinity is 1, purity is 2, purity and being worthy. Of 3 is veneration, 5th is permanence, number 5 is permanence, oneness, the number 4, and 5 is being the creator of everything. So that is just cannot any explain because just they said this, they said that God has these all qualities, these 5 qualities. That's the reason this Ashivara he can create. Ishvara he can create Ishvara he can create all this object. Yeah. So now you can see here, see, is this God is a permanence, oneness, creator. So this all is actually contradict his qualities, contradict each other. Creator cannot be oneness. Creators cannot be permanent. So see, we Buddhists talk about the cause and the condition. Cause is not permanent. Condition is not permanent. That's why cause condition can create a result. But this group says Ishvara is permanent. So then how can he create? He's only one. How can he create other things? Because it's one is cannot do many. So then that is their idea. So Mahayana going to ask question to them. If you accept Ishvara to be the cause of all beings, then one moment, please, who exactly is Ishvara? Who is Ishvara? Please tell me more. So that's the Mahayana asked question. So then, Nivayakas, he is the great element of earth, water, fire, air, and space. So they say, okay, Ishvara is, they said, is 5 elements. Ishvara is 5 elements. Yeah. So then Mayamika say, okay, so Ishvara is 5 elements. Then why you say Ishvara, just say like 5 elements create all this, result. You don't have to say Ishvara. Mayamika, indeed, these elements are the cause of whatever is formed from them. See, this element, element create all the forms, whatever is formed from them. But why tire yourselves out over the main name, Ishvara, that you have given to them? Then just see Mayamika say, why you so tirelessly try to approving Ishvara is creator? Just say 5 elements create all the object. Why you just go round, like put the name is Ishvara? No need. Just say directly, elements create all the world, sentient beings. This is not worth arguing about. Then Mayamika say we don't have argued because just it's 5 elements create all the world, author, universal, inner sentient beings. That in any case, with this assertion, you contradict your own definition of Ishvara. Because since earth and the other great elements are multiple and permanent, without a conscious movement. See, if you say elements is Ishvara, then you talking about Ishvara has 5 different qualities. This Ishvara has 5 quality, and this element is contradict each other. Because see, earth and other great elements are multiple, not oneness. They say Ishvara is oneness, right? So element cannot be one. Elements are multiple. See, we have fire, earth, wind. So that means like 5 elements, not one. So elements cannot be, it's Ishvara. And then this element is impermanent. So there's a Ishvara is permanent. Mayamika say, okay, so elements cannot be permanent. Elements is impermanent. So without conscious movement, see, elements don't have a consciousness, movement. You said Ishvara has conscious also movement. Is contradict. Not divine. So then this element not divine, something prudent upon and unclean. So then these earth elements are not clean. So you say one soul is Tibetan. Ishvara is, it's you said is it's clean, and also one soul sorry is Ishvara. So Ishvara is prodding upon, cannot do the prodding upon. You know, something prodding upon means like you cannot walk. You know, earth you can walk. Earth you can walk. It's earth is under your feet. Ishvara cannot be under the feet because it's a creator God, special. You say it's clean. Then this element, you see, we have so many different kind. You know, unclean too. This is why the Ishvara is cannot be the element. Unclean, there cannot be Ishvara. Yeah. So this is it's easy, not that difficult. The same as yesterday. Yesterday is more harder. So then also space too is not Ishvara. Space also cannot be Ishvara because it is unmoving. Space is unmoving. Ishvara is creator moving. You know, that's why the earth is already cannot be Ishvara. Space also cannot be Ishvara. Unmoving. And the self is not him either because it has already been refuted above. Then permanent self also cannot be Ishvara. We already denied, you know, refute already the other verses already. We talked self is not exist. So self is not exist. Then the Ishvara is cannot be self either because it has already been refuted above. Furthermore, if we cannot conceive of the creator Ishvara, so Mahayana says we cannot accept creator Ishvara because Ishvara is useless. So Ishvara is not elements. Then Ishvara, whatever you say, is Mahayana says not exist. It's the same. Your Ishvara is the same. It's like, you know, we're talking about a female who cannot have a baby. Like what do we call that one? I always forget that one. Bearing woman, right? Bearing woman. Bearing woman's son or daughter. So Ishvara is like that. Useless, not exist. So that means actually all the creator gods is not exist. Main point is Buddhists don't accept creator gods. If you have creator gods, it's logically not truth. Cannot accept. So then we cannot conceive of the creator Ishvara. What is the point of trying to describe this inconceivable entity? Then why you try to, you know, approving something no useful, no exist? Same as bearing woman's child. You know, bearing woman didn't have a child. Why you try to approving bearing woman's child like that? Moreover, exactly what effect is Ishvara exerted to produce? So then tell me what Ishvara produce, what he create, the main point, what he create. Tell me more. So that is the Mahayana asked question to this Nivayakas. Niyika or Niyayika, I think, Niyayika. Then Niyayika, he creates the self, the atomic particles of the earth, element, and so forth, as well as the latter continuity of himself. So now this Niyayika says, he creates means this Eshivara create the self, he created the self. Self is not exist, already we talked. The atomic particles, then there's a Ishivara create part of particles, atomic particles of the earth, element, and so forth, as well as the latter continuity of himself. Then, so continuity creating or himself too. So that's this Niyayika, answer to the Mayaminka. Then Mayaminka, but don't you accept the nature of these things to be permanent? So Mayaminka say, do you accept all this nature, everything is permanent, right? So ask question again, but don't you see accept the nature of these things to be permanent? So Ishivara is you accept the permanent, right? If you do, so if you accept he is permanent, do, the self is permanent, part or particle is permanent. If you accept that, right, you do, it is contradictory to say that they are produced. Then, if you accept self, part or particle, are permanent, then they cannot create any other object because it's contradictory to say that they are produced. The permanent cannot change. So they how create result. Permanent is useless. Must be always the same, you cannot change. If you create, not create, then that means changed. Then the cause is not permanent. But there except Ishvara and self, atomic particles permanent, then they cannot create. Contradictory to say that they are produced. Consciousness is not produced by Ishvara. See, consciousness not produced by Ishvara. Its particular states arise from the various objects of consciousness and its mere cognitive nature arising from. So actually the consciousness not produced by the Ishvara, consciousness produced by all different kind of various of object. So this is to see looks like Mayamika except cause and condition is relatively truly, we have relatively, we have a consciousness, we have object. So yesterday Mayamika talking about the no consciousness means like absolutely no consciousness, no object. But here is talking about a relative truth. Relative truth, we have a consciousness who produce consciousness, different kind of variety of conditions, cause and conditions, object. If you have a song object, then you have a air consciousness. You have visual object, you have eye consciousness. So you have a smell, then you have a see the how to say nose consciousness, I think. So you have a taste, then it's called tongue consciousness. So that kind, it's all produced by many different kind of cause and conditions object produce the consciousness. Consciousness has this kind of object, is this different kind of conditions, causes, conditions produce consciousness. They have many different kind of varieties. This consciousness is not produced by Ishvara. So that is the Mayaminka, answer is variety object of consciousness and its mere cognitive nature arises from. Then also 122 verses are beginningless series of previous cognitions, pleasure and pain are produced from wholesome and unwholesome action respectively. Then beginningless time until now, we have joy and happy, we have suffering and pain. We have so many different kind of experience individually. So this is produced from virtuous deeds and non-virtuous deeds, actions. So we create our own karma. Karma is like, see, good karma and bad karma. From wholesome is good karma and unwholesome is a negative karma, right? The action respectively, so create our own pleasure and unpleasure things. So the main point is, who create us? Our own karma create us. No, this Ishvara create us. No self create us. Like main point is no creator gods there. So here is like Mayamika denied permanent cause. Mayamika accept impermanent cause and effect, not permanently exist cause and effect. Permanent cannot be created anything. So this, Niyayika accept Ishvara is permanent God creator. So Mayamika denied permanent creator, permanent cause. They're not going to accept. Then Mayamika also have a creator. See, is cause and conditions. This is the karma is not permanent. It is impermanent. It is many different kind conditions, varieties. Not only one single one permanent. So that is the difference. It's like Mayamika is the same as a scientist. Science means like always approving by logically. If they logically contradict, Mayamika not accepting. Then this is see Mayamika accept here is like creator is like our own karma, but the karma is only create us in the relative truth, not absolute truth. Same as our dreaming is created by our own karmic imprints, right? The dream is not exist. So like that, this relative true right now, what we have this perception is not exist in the absolute truly. Because it's all its causes, conditions, many different kind create this relative truth. No anything inherently permanently exists there. So all is emptiness. All is goes emptiness because it's nothing permanently inherently exists, causes, conditions there. So you investigate one by one. It's nothing is you can see permanently exist there. It's always emptiness. So that's why everything is interdependent. All is interdependent is emptiness. Nothing is permanent. Everything is interdependent. Interdependent is emptiness. So that we think about the same is like TV show. TV show is so many causes conditions create, but nothing really exists there. The showing itself is empty. Empty is seeing, seeing is empty. So TV show, you cannot say exist there because we know people cannot be in the TV. TV is flat. How can be many people in the TV? So all is delusion shows, right? It's not exist. Why is it there? Because so many cause conditions comes. That's why it's there, but it is there that is empty. Empty is you seeing, seeing is emptiness. So now you have to understand that what we have this relatively perception, it is seeing, seeing itself is really emptiness, not really exist. Same with a TV show. So long as we don't understanding it is emptiness, is called relative truth. So you understanding it is not truly exist is absolute truth. Okay, so that's the reason ordinary beings seeing relative truth realizes seeing absolute truth. So think about TV show. People who don't know it's show, that thing is truth. When we was a kid, we thought it's a truth. We never know it's people create like that. You know, when we was young kids, see the movies, so we thought it's true. It's rare people is there. So we don't want to stay close to them because they're going to get us. And stay very far away. And they show the big, you know, when I was young, and in the village, they bring the big screen show is like cloth, you know, and then some people stay very far away, it's projecting, and 100 people watch. Everyone think it's rare. No one knows it's show. So especially kids don't want to stay in the close because the people come to get us. This in the screen, you know, the TV show, right? So that kind is like same is the ordinary people seeing this world right now. It's called relative truth. Then who really know who created TV shows, movies, their knows it's all is created. Nothing is true there. No rare people is there, but it's you can see, but it's not exist. That is like same as the who studied this Mahayana teaching. Make sense or no? Okay, so like that, you know, emptiness means. So no, Mahayana say all is see is cause is followed by karma cause and effect. Therefore, please tell me what effects are produced by Eshiwara. Then Mahayana say, please tell me what Eshiwara create. If the cause, Eshiwara, the permanent produce of effect, has no beginning, how can the effects of pleasure and so forth have a beginning? Similarly, since Eshiwara also has no end. So this says if the is that the Mayamika asks question, you know, tell me what effects are produced by Eshiwara. Then the if the cause, if the cause means like if means like not just the Mayamika only just thinking, you know, if that happening like that, if the Eshiwara is cause, the permanent producer of effect. See, Ishvara is permanent producer. Effect. Cause is permanent. Ishvara is permanent. Has no beginning. Ishvara is no beginning. He being already unbeginning. So then he already produced everything unbeginning. So everything is exist already unbeginning. Then you don't have to, create anything right now. We don't have to create anything. So Ishvara is permanent. He being already beginning. Yeah. He already being unbeginning. How can the effects of pleasure and so forth have a beginning? Why this, effect is result, pleasure, and so forth have a beginning already there. Cause is already being unbeginning. Then why result also not already that time? So mother is already being beginning, then why is like child is not beginning there? Must be together, Similarly, since Aishvara also has no end, then Aishvara is never going to end because it's permanent, no beginning, no end. Aishvara is no beginning, no end. So he already created everything beginning. He already being, cause is already being, then why is no result there? So all the cause is there, then result is must be there because it's condition, cause, everything comes, result is must be arise. Why would pleasure and pain not always exist? See, then this Aishvara is being beginning already. Then Aishvara is never going to end because he is permanent. So the God is permanent already there. So cause is the God is creator, right? Creator is already permanently being there. Then why he don't create everything ready? Because the cause is already there. Must result is be there. So the result is like we have pleasures and unpleasure things, right? Why would pleasure and happy and unpleasure pain not always exist? Why not always exist there? So mother is already exist, kid, child is not exist. That means it's a contradict. Mother means must have to have a child already there. So father is already beginning exist. Then why is son is not there? So just that kind of logic is logic. According to you, they should exist in this way. But in reality, they are clearly occasional phenomena. So according to you, they should exist in this way. But in reality, this is according to you, they should exist in this way means they're always there, must be always there, because it's according to their idea, their own teaching says must be Aishvara is always there, never comes goes, must be always there, create already everything. But in reality means like, but Mayamika say reality Aishvara is not there. They are clearly, see, occasional. So this all cause condition is comes and goes. Phenomena is comes, goes means not someone already create all the time there. This phenomena is comes, goes. This is reality, we know, relative truth reality. This all cause, condition comes, goes. So that means Ishvara doesn't benefit anything, create cause and conditions. Ishvara is actually just no exist there. Nivayika. It is not necessary that Ishvara always produce effects. So there's Ishvara is there, but he don't have to produce all the time. He can take rest. The main point is he can take rest. He don't have to create all the time. So not necessary that Ishvara always produce effect, because although he is permanent, even though he is permanent, but he don't have to create all the time, he depends upon other occasional. So he also dependent cause and effect. So he don't have independent to, he cannot create everything is independent. He also rely on cause and effect. So that just go back to cause and effect. Condition in order to produce them. So then Ishvara is always there, but he don't have to create all the time. He can take rest. He can have to wait. Wait for the cause and conditions. When cause condition comes, he can create. Then no cause condition, he can wait. He don't have to create. So that's said. But then that means it's dependent cause and conditions. The Ishvara is useless become. He don't have any power. Power is cause and conditions. Ishvara is become useless. That is exactly Mahayana want to hear from them. Mahayana, see, but it would follow that Ishvara is followed by the causes and conditions, cannot depend upon anything else, because there are no phenomena other than this that have been created by him. Therefore, upon what does his production of effect depend? So see, Mahayana say, no, you see, Ishvara is all followed by causes and conditions. Would follow that Ishvara. The Ishvara cannot depending. He's actually he cannot. This is arguing. Mahayana say, your Ishvara cannot depending for cause and effect, because Ishvara is permanent. It's independent. Hawking is depending others, cannot depending upon anything else. Your Ishvara is permanent, cannot depending upon anything cause and effect else, because there are no phenomena other than those that have been created by him. So cause condition also created by Ishvara. How can he is depending to the cause and effect? You said everything come from Ishvara. Ishvara cannot depending cause and effect. So cause and effect also created by Ishvara. So then why is Ishvara is dependent for cause and effect? Therefore, upon what does his production of effect depend? Then what is you show me Ishvara independently create things? This, see, therefore, upon what does his Ishvara production of effect depend? Independently what he created, nothing created, right? It's always no, it's Ishvara is not permanent creator. If he is a permanent creator, he cannot depend on cause and effect. Mahayana already told her, them is like cause also created by Ishvara. Then why you say Ishvara is dependent to cause? He controlled the cause. Why he dependent the cause? Right? So that means Ishvara is not exist. So no verses 124. If he dependent upon a group of other conditions. So no, this Mahayana say Ishvara cannot depend on others. If Ishvara is dependent for other these groups, if he depended upon a group of other conditions, he dependent cause and conditions, it would follow that those conditions themselves would become the cause instead of Ishvara. So then cause condition is creator, not Ishvara. So the conditions themselves would become the cause instead of Ishvara. Ishvara is not creator. So this is so because once the causes and the conditions were examined, so then if that is true, see this is so because once the cause and the condition were examined, means they create or this object result. Ishvara would have no power not to produce the effect, not produce result anything, effect. Ishvara is no cause. He don't produce the effect. And without this, other causes and conditions, he would have no power to produce effect. So without cause and conditions, Ishvara no any power to create object. So no any produce effect. The effect is they use the word is effect. You know, he cannot produce any effect. So that means like 100% power is causes conditions. Cause condition comes together, you know, produce the effect. If cause condition is not there, Ishvara is nothing, has any power. He cannot do anything. So that means he's powerless. He cannot create anything. If effects were produced without the desire of Ishvara, see, if effects were produced without the desire of Ishvara, so Ishvara didn't have a desire, he don't want to produce something, but cause condition comes together, produce the effect. Then see Ishvara, even he don't want to create any something, but cause condition comes, create, then Ishvara is what he going to do? He is dependent for others. He's not independent creator. It would follow that Ishvara is follow the cause and the conditions that they were under the power of something other than him. See, cause condition has power create other than Ishvara. Ishvara no any power. Even if effect were created according to his desires, so this is you know just many different ways, like giving ideas, different ways of logic, actually pushing this Nivajika. Even if effects were created according to his desire, if the Ishvara's desire cause condition created that, their production would be dependent upon his desires, then this effect is or is dependent for issue dependent upon his desires, Ishvara's desires. And if his creation were dependent upon his desires, so their production would be dependent upon his desires. Like if he wanted to create something, Ishvara, he has a desire. Whatever produce, must be his desire. Everything depend upon his, Ishvara's desire. And if then his creation were dependent everything upon his desires, but clearly not his desire. What he want to create is dependent for cause and conditions. And if his creation, and if his creation were dependent, what would become of your permanent, independent Ishvara? So if also he want to create something his own desire, but actually reality he cannot create because he's permanent. Your permanent, independent Ashivara. So how can he have desires, no desires? It's changing, He would be under the power of impermanent desires in addiction. So if he follow by his own desire, he want to create, or he don't want to create, this all follow by his own desires. So that means this Ashivara is impermanent because it's desires, no desires, followed by desires. That means Ashivara cannot be permanent. He cannot have, he want desire, he don't have desire. He cannot change. Under power of impermanent desires in addiction. The Visheshikas assert that both the animate and inanimate worlds are produced by permanent atomic particles. So now this Nivayika cannot prove Ishvara as creator. So now they have another, this school, no Buddhist Vishashikas. Vishashikas also they say, okay, they accept, this Ishvara. They say Ishvara is atomic particle, permanent atomic particle. So permanent atomic particle create all the object. So the main point is permanent atomic particle is a creator. So they said Ishvara is same as permanent atomic particle. So atomic particle create all the world and the sentient beings. So that's why this Visheshikas assert that both the animate and living beings, I think, and also in alive sentient beings, and also in animate, not alive sentient beings. So they're all the like physical object things. Words are so inner sentient beings, outer universal sentient beings, like that kind of, alive beings, not alive object. The words are produced by permanent atomic particles. So that's it. All this comes from is permanent atomic particles. This assertion cannot be accepted because we have already refuted permanent atomic particles above 50. So Mahayana said we cannot accept permanent atomic particles. That's already refuted permanent atomic particles. It's verses 50. So in this chapter, verses 50 already denied this permanent atomic particles no exist. So part of particle permanent, particle is no exist. Then another group, the Samkhyas, believe that all knowable entities can be classified under the conscious self and the material primal substance together with its manifestations. Among these two, the self is neither a cause nor in effect, whereas the permanent, partless material, invisible and all-creating primal substance is asserted to be the cause of the world. So now go to the different school, non-Buddhist. This school is called Samkhyas. Samkhyas also we already talked this school, actually these groups already debating up there ready. But this Samkhyas says no, this creator is not. They also don't accept Ishvara create. They don't accept permanent atomic particle create. So then this Samkhya says they believe the creator is primal substance. So we already talked. They accept two things, important. Samkhyas believe that knowable or knowable entity can be classified under the conscious self. So that is the permanent self. Conscious itself is permanent self. That is a permanent self that is always exist. This conscious self, no creator. Conscious self is user. He going to use everything. He don't create. This conscious self is permanent, always there. Then who created this group? There's and the material primal substance. This material primal substance create all this effect. The cause is creator is material primal substance. Material primal substance create, then conscious permanent self is going to use. So conscious self permanent is eating, user. Creator is material primal substance. That's it. This two is permanent. Other all is impermanent. Together with its manifestations, this two is permanent. These two together with manifestations or everything. So the main point is all is subsumed these two. This truth is like consciousness itself, that is permanent. Second is material primal substance is creator. So everything is subsumed this two. Among these two, the self is neither a cause nor an effect, whereas the permanent, partless, material, invisible, and all created primal substance is asserted to be cause of the world. So main point, whatever this group saying, among these two, see, the self is neither a cause, self is no creator. Self is permanent, no creator, nor in effect, no result. Whereas the permanent, this self is permanent, self is conscious, self is permanent. Okay? It's partless. It's like oneness, just oneness, like same as the other. We talked about Ishvara, talk about it is like oneness, permanent. So exactly like that kind of they accept, but they accept is a mind, consciousness, self, permanent. Then this one is see Ishvara says Ishvara is creator, but this group says the consciousness self-permanent is no creator. So he is the user. Then who is the creator? The creator is creator's matter, invisible and all creating primal substance. So primal substance is created. Is asserted to the cause of the world. Primal substance is cause, is also permanent. It is cause, is creator. So now you understand, right? There are two things. Primal substance is creator. Self-consciousness, permanent, is not creator. So they accept the permanent self. Permanent self is consciousness. Permanent self don't create, but he eat, he use, or this permanent substance create. Then this conscious self is going to use everything. He is enjoyer. He is enjoy. You know, primal substance is a hard worker. He create, he make money. Same is like, you know, conscious self is enjoy, use all the money like that. He don't create. It's very funny religion, you know. But this is the oldest one in this no Buddhist religion. All other no Buddhist religions come from this religion. This religion is already taught also very similar Chitta too. Some sections like Chitta mind school, you know, Buddhist mind school. Then Buddhist mind school also have like many different inside their groups. So the one of the mind school, this idea is very similar. So now they speak of a balanced state of the three qualities. They speak of a balanced state of the three qualities. They're talking about the primal substance. The primal substance is the balanced state of the three qualities. When they balance together, these three qualities is called primal substance. Trigana of equanimity, pleasure and pain. See, first is pleasure and pain, called in the system Preti Sattva. So that is actually desire, you know, pleasure, desire, pleasure, pleasure, desire, pleasure, kind of attachment. Sattva is a kind of a desire, pleasure, attachment. Activity, you know, activity is Raja, and the darkness, Tamaha, as being the primal substance. So that talk about activity is the same as the anger, hatred, you know, aversion. Activity. Raja and the darkness is the same as the kind of ignorance. So they're giving different names, but actually main point is attachment, you know, anger, ignorance. This balance together is called primal substance. As being this primal substance, see, this comes balanced together. It's like no strong anger, no strong emotion, attachment, no strong ignorance. It just comes balanced. That's of course primal substance, creator. And the aspect of imbalanced states of these three qualities. So these three qualities, see, the sattva, activity, raja, they are no balance. Then or you know, they become, maybe raja is strong, or maybe sattva is strong, or maybe darkness is strong, you know. Either one become strong, no balance, imbalanced states of these three qualities, or states that manifest from the immature imbalance of the primal substance as being the world. So then that time they create everything, or the world. So this three is balance is called primal substance. This three is unbalanced, imbalanced, then create all the world. So it's, you know, just no logically cannot anything approving, just the idea, you know. This what I just says, like up there example, sattva is similar is attachment, you know, activity is similar is the anger, hatred. Raja is same as the, you know, ignorance. So they didn't say that, but the saying, the explain is very similar like that way. That's Mahayana teachers like explain. The idea is kind of like that way following. Because the sattva is, they said, like, see, more pleasure, desire, and also like kind of seeing clearly. So activity is kind of like more strong, like selfish and I, and like no care about others. And then darkness is like foggy, don't seeing clearly. So the main point, they said everything's already in the world, everything is ready there. And already in there, primal substance has everything already, but we don't see. So the main point is, like they said, is a darkness house has everything. So everything's already there in the primal substance, everything's already. So then when, you know, effect means like you seeing that object, what that has, you seeing clearly, that object is already there. So it's very funny religion, you know. Example, in the darkness room, everything's already there. So that is a kind of primal substance. But then you see one object there clearly, so that means the effect. So you seeing object is like you, what that has, you just discovering, not creating, discovering. In the primal substance has everything. You discovering one by one means, that is effect, result. So that is the idea. Okay, so now we can finish it there today. It's actually we already talked this religion before. Once already we talked. Okay, so do you have any questions?
Khenpo, I do. Well, sort of. Yesterday I said something and the answer was correct and it's still correct, but my statement was not correct. And when I said sometimes when I go to sleep and I dream I'm sick and I wake up sick, I didn't mean like I'm sick when I go to sleep. I mean I'm perfectly fine and well when I go to sleep. One time I had a dream. I was fine when I went to sleep, and then I dreamed, in the dream I was dying and I was in the hospital and I was not breathing right, and I was telling these doctors to like bring my parents, and something woke me up and I was in the middle of an asthma attack. So, and then the other thing we mentioned that we would talk about today was this clairvoyance through dreaming, because my mother, one of my brothers and myself, sometimes we dream the same thing on the same night. And we do have things that we dream about that come true.
Okay, so yeah, so dream many different kind. So if everything has a different kind.
So how would it be explained though, in terms of Buddhism? I heard a lot of talk about Garchen Rinpoche having this being a very clairvoyant person. So if you're being clairvoyant and it's a dream, it still means you're really just dreaming, but do you have some kind of channel open that allows that, or how?
Yes,
how
yes, relatively yes. Relatively yes. Dream also have a sense, helps you some recognize. Some is true, like it's arising your sun signs. You have some karmic imprint, like happening, like some is a previous life, some is a future, is coming, in the dream. But today, this teaching is absolute truth. Everything is the same as a dream. It means we cannot accept anything, or it's delusion.
Okay.
Good, bad, with everything is put in the fire. Okay.
Okay, put it all in
Wisdom
the fire.
Okay. Wisdom
Okay.
fire burns everything. Don't accept good, bad, anything.
Okay, well, one other thing now, and I don't mean to take up too much time. Don't we have some of each element in us? Something that we talked about made me think about how we each have some of the elements in us, and then our element is constantly changing. We may have more earth or more wind or more fire or water.
Yes, every individual has this element is maybe no balance. Some is balance, some is no balance. Some has more strong than earth than water. Some has wind is more strong than earth. So it's always dependent person. So that's why we can see the people who has more active mind, more calm, more relaxed, or more sleepy, or it's a different kind because it's due to elements, no balance.
Well, in Buddhism, what does that come under? Is it under medicine? Is it under, or is there even a category for it? Is it medicine? Is it, I don't know, metaphysical? What is it?
What means?
Like if you, when they believe that you have all these elements in you, it's like some spiritual things believe in the chakras and the, you know, you have to balance your chakras and all, but that's considered sort of a medical thing, a spiritual medical thing.
Yeah, so people who knows how to fix this element, then they use this, you know, meditate, like code generation, visualize the chakra and doing something different, whereas practice.
Oh,
So that's all also relative to the practice, no absolute truth. The today teaching here says chakra also no exist.
Well, then why did we have
also
to
no exist?
Why did we have to study so much on this one who's not truth, who's the combination of all the elements?
We wanted to
just put him
liberate.
in the fire?
We don't want to in this you know, like in the samsara's positive negative. We both negative and positive both we're going to deny in the samsara. You know, we're going to liberating.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So that's also samsara, you know, like samsara, we say auspicious and good and bad, or judgmentals, like signs, like that's also relative truth. Yes, true for us. But this is more beyond than that. We're talking about more beyond than that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Khenpo, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. I'm not sure if I understand all the teachings correctly, but some of what was coming up for me today was resistance against my belief system that I grew up with. I grew up within Christianity, and I grew up going to church sometimes up to 7 hours a week. The love for Jesus, the faith in God was a constant kind of influence growing up. So listening to these teachings, I can understand that logically a creator may not exist, but emotionally there's resistance still, right? So how does someone work with that? I mean, I may not be the only one.
So which way you mean the main point is?
My point is conditioning can be so strong, and sometimes the conditioning is there to help lead us towards the right direction, but it's still like not the pinpointed way, right? So like I'm saying, like Christianity brought me, like my belief system brought me to Buddhism. And leaving my belief system that I grew up with causes afflictions that are really subtle because they were part of my upbringing.
Yeah, it's I saw the one you know, His Holiness the Dalai Lama sharing this, some talking about these religions. So he said it's reality truly, you know, like logically this is cannot be approving the creator God. But who believe in the creator God, this temporarily, that's great because their mind always thinks someone is a support their protector. That they really have that feeling really have for them, you know.
So if it's still helpful for me sometimes, it's okay.
Yeah, so you know, the same is like Buddhists also, see, it's really go to absolute truth. Is then Yadam deity also really no exist anything there. This is all is within our own mind, understanding. Mind also emptiness, right? Yadam deity also emptiness. So then mostly see Buddhist followers is, you cannot say Buddha is no exist. They are upset. you cannot say even you are Buddha, you know, they're upset too. They say, no, Buddha is very special. I'm not special, you know. So see, there's like different levels. And that's why all these different religions benefit individual different levels, different capacities. Then that religion helps own level, but then you more go deeper, then you really understand. Mm-hmm. If we wanted to become liberation and enlightenment without this Mahayana idea, not possible to enlightenment. Mm-hmm. Any religions, even other Buddhist schools, not possible to enlightenment. But they all has good qualities because they helps different levels. Yeah.
That helps. Thank you.
Yes.
Khenpo,
to add on to Tia's question. Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa.
Go ahead, Debbie.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. To add on to Tia's question too, a lot of times it will come up that if you believe in a creator God, or you have this religious background or belief, that you cannot be Buddhism. Is that a correct statement, Khenpo? I know His Holiness the Dalai Lama has spoken to that, but I just wanted to ask that question. Thanks, Lisa.
That actually, see, even, you know, Buddhist means like outer level, inner level, secret levels, many different. They're, you know, usually talking about, right? So then which way you are not Buddhist, like it's think about. I cannot say you are not Buddhist. I say, yes, you are Buddhist. It's depending, followed by individual, you know, the really belief systems. Some has take refuge and they still believe Jesus, God, creator God, but this person, I cannot say no Buddhist. I cannot say Buddhist, you know, it's still we don't know, right? The inner level is, of course, the Buddhist. The secret level, they are Buddhist because man is Buddha, right? Their own man is Buddha. And so outer level is like we're talking about, we usually recognize Buddhist and not Buddhist means like followed by outer level. So outer level who take refuge, they say they are Buddhist, but then someone believe the creator God permanent, then we don't know it's Buddhist or not. I don't know. I cannot say it's Buddhist or not. See, also Buddhists also think about it. Like I just told you, you know, many levels. So you really study this wisdom chapters and study all Buddhist teachings, then Buddha, you really understand who Buddha means. It's not exist, not permanent, not creator, but always benefit others. Is there, spiritual power is there, but not creator, not permanent. So same like that, I believe Jesus also, I don't believe he's a creator, I don't believe he's permanent, but I believe he is a special being, right? It's God, it's like I say, God, Buddha is the same, but I don't believe Buddha is creator, I don't believe a creator, you know? That's because our study is like followed by the already this logic and are influenced by the Mahayana system, you know, teaching. Then some Buddhist people don't receive Mahayana teaching. Maybe they also think it's Buddha's creator. You know, they always go to, not always like that, always think like, Buddha help me, Buddha please help me. You know, they ask Buddha everything. You have to help me. So that means like they just is believe same as a creator.
So there are different levels and capacity then as people find different levels to practice. And so it's not defining Buddhism or not Buddhism, it's just defining levels of practice.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Go ahead.
You're welcome.
This really help for
It's
the
Kate.
main point is
Oh.
okay, this teaching really helps for you can accept gods, but you don't need to accept creator permanent. You can have Buddha, but you don't have to accept Buddha as permanent creator. You can have see all these yadam deities, you don't have to accept permanent, right? It exists there. All this yadam deity is not exist, but non-exist. So it's empty, emptiness. That's why we say clear is empty, empty is clear, you know. Or you read the yadam deity practices, they don't talk about the creator. They don't talk about the yadam deity is permanent. They say yadam deity is there, so they benefit us, right? Everything is followed by interdependent, become. The practice sadhana is based on the Mahayana view.
Okay now?
Yes.
Khenpo, Kate D had a question. I think she might not have a microphone, but she asked if I could please get clarification on the primordial material. Is that constant?
So that's in the today teaching, right? Here, this last score.
I don't know. I'm just reading her question.
It was mentioning. It was mentioning I just needed clarification on whether or not it's permanent or impermanent, which I'm assuming it's probably. If you could please revisit that topic, broad brushstrokes, main ideas only, please, sir.
Permanent, you mean impermanent?
Impermanent or permanent. I'm asking which one is it?
Actually, see, Mahayana, Shantideva, he's Mahayana teacher. He don't accept anything permanent.
Okay.
So this group in the different religions, their thing is something permanent there.
So they're the ones saying
view.
Primordial matter is
permanent.
Constant. They're the ones saying that.
Yeah, so that thing is
Yeah,
permanent.
but
I understand.
That's where I understand.
Shantideva, he don't accept anything permanent.
So then are we actually products of ourselves? Is it like a river and then little mini rivers break off of the main river? Or that's impermanent as well then.
Always impermanent. River is always influence, like, you know, gone, right? They cannot stay one all the time there. So river is flourishing. I think called flourishing. It's gone. So you see the river today, you go tomorrow, totally different river. No same water. But you seeing it's the same water, same river, but that is misconceptual. That's kind we have conceptual. Then we say, oh, that is a permanent river, but actually the yesterday water is not possible there. So exactly same that your gene continuity cannot be same because it's subtle level changing.
Yes. So then what's about that? Are we even able to, pardon me, are we even able to comprehend what is above that? Am I making sense? Language.
That I didn't get.
I need to think about these questions and get back to you, sir, because it's too abstract. I need to construct the question better. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so now we go to the maybe dedication. Okay, so that's we have to know this Mahayana is actually no religion. So it's called, you know, science is like just go to the reality, not religion. sometimes we say Buddhist is not religion, means like it's this Maya Minka teaching. Okay, so now, Mary, can you do the dedication, please?
Yes, Khenpo. Maho, in the center is the marvelous Buddha Amitabha of boundless light. On the right side is the Lord of great compassion, and on the left is Vajrapani, the Lord of powerful means. All are surrounded by limitless Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Immeasurable peace and happiness is the blissful pure land of Dewa Chen. When I and all beings pass from samsara, may we be born there without taking samsaric rebirth. May I have the blessings of meeting Amitabha face to face. By the power of the blessings of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions, may we attain this aspiration without hindrance. Teata Pensadriya Awa Bodhanaya Soha. Bodhicitta, the excellent and precious mind, where it is unborn, may it arise. Where it is born, may it not decline, but ever increase, higher and higher. By this virtue, may I achieve omniscience. By defeating all enemies, confusion. May all who travel on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death cross the ocean of samsara. As Manjushri the warrior realized the ultimate state, and as did Samantrabhadra, I will follow in their path and fully dedicate all the merit for all sentient beings. May the teachings of the great Dringumpa Ratna Shri, who is omniscience, Lord of the Dharma, Master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, and contemplation and meditation until the end of samsara.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
See you later.
Thank you.
See you evening.
Thank you.
Bye. Have a good
Bye,
day.
everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.